Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you to the Call of Cthulhu. I know it's a little bit too early for the spook stuff, but I don't know how long this game is gonna last, so it will roll over into October, but hopefully to the full month. So, here we have a lot of insane stuff. No, I've never actually played Call of Cthulhu. And by that, I mean the tabletop version. Like the Dungeons and Dragons equivalent, because that's what Call of Cthulhu originally is. So, I'm really looking forward to what kind of game this is going to end up being like. Especially as it's got multiple endings, and I'm kind of interested which ending I'm going to end up on. So I'm going to play as properly and honestly as I possibly can. So, let us start a new game. Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Ooh, that doesn't sound too good. Enter madness. I like how that's just the that's the press now button. If I am mad, it is a mercy. May the gods pity the man who is, in his cautiousness, can remain sane to a hideous end. To the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Alright. There's a few bodies. Sorry, there's a few guts and gore. Not necessarily bodies. I mean, if it's just regular guts and gore, what's the problem, good chap? I think you're overreacting a little, you know? Okay. So this is actually a first-person game. I didn't actually realize that. WASD to move. Excellent. I want to turn down that mouse sensitivity. There we go. I much prefer when it's slower. When mouse sensitivity is slower. It just makes it easier to control, you know? So, are you in an illegal fishery right now or something? Press control to crouch. Alright. Can I... What's the button? E. Right. Can't get through there. Looks like I'm trapped. But what's on the other side of there? Am I Pierce right now, or am I someone else? Probably someone else, quite frankly. Weird. Should probably be crawling. You must light up some item. Counter darkness. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. So, how do I light them up? Are there matches or something that I have available to me? Is there an inventory? I likely just need to grab the lantern. Pick up an object. Now, does this have a battery life? Or, like, a limit? Ah, bolt cutters. Very nice. Alright. What would happen if I fell into the ocean right now? I'm not gonna wing in the water. The water seems like a strange and very bad thing. Alright, now we can open the door.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Don't speak in riddles. Don't speak in rhymes and riddles at me. I don't like it when people speak in rhymes and riddles at me. So let's stay crouched so we don't just die.
What a putrid offering.
No kidding! It looks half decayed! Plus there's an orca. Don't let the poor orcas die.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
I hate games like that where I'm not allowed to fight. Why did it tell me to run, by the way? Am I about to get chased or something?
Behold. Everything has already been written.
Has it now?
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
So that was just a vision.
I hate whiskey.
Don't we all? Don't we all? Consult diary, J. Pierce Investigations Agency, my private detective agency, contracted to the Pentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack for work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But this place is mine, for the moment. Right. So, here we have what I assume is a bunch of my skills. Here we have a sanity rating. Mental trauma, nightmares. Edward is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the something offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American soldiers that suffered heavy losses from the enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him still. Sanity. Stable. Confident in your abilities and your Carstenian mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Good. Good. Huh. Alright. So what do we have here?
I used to be an avid reader.
But? Okay, no but.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Fair enough. Certificate of membership. Alright. What do we have in there? Nothing in particular.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
What you're about to go through in this game will be courage, though. Ha 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 ha! What else do we have?
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Huh. Alright. What about here?
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. I mean, that also makes a lot of sense.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
You're quite the scientific man, aren't you?
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Can I change the station? No, I can only turn it off. But which saved the game, apparently.
been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Alright, what's this? Pierce Investigation Agency, the case. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I hear voices in my head, in my dreams. But they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Pal, I'm pretty sure Cthulhu has a name, you know? What's this? Let's not have a drink. That looks to be about everything in this room, so...
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That I am.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce.
Hello.
I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth.
You have a nice voice.
I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Oh.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score overall. I have 8 CP, 8 character points available to me. Oh wait, so I have base stats, and then I can increase them to give more things. Okay. So I'm guessing the percentage is my base success at whatever it is. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of the use of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving the skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chances of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. Alright. Psychology. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior, or on the analysis of objects. Investigation. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving the skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object, and of picking locks. Medicine. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, or making a diagnosis, or expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Right, and what do the additional levels mean? Out of interest. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts, and expressing your knowledge of the myth. Right. Personally, I think I would rather... First, medicine's really good. I would like the look of spot hidden. And... you know what? Spot hidden, which will always be useful. And I think psychology will be quite useful. You know? So let's do that. Okay. So I have a bit of medical training, which makes sense considering I was in the military. Spot hidden, and psychology. Good. Good. Yeah, I like this.
Information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's
Maybe.
wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license.
That is fair.
Make yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Alright.
I'm coming.
Hello? Hello there, good sir. You look...
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Well, aren't you polite?
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen
Absolutely
Webster,
not.
industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool.
Well, you look like
Sarah,
one.
my little girl. She is dead.
Okay.
Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
All
The
right.
police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I
All
can't
right.
do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look.
Okay.
I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
All right.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got?
Okay.
The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Fair. Objectives. Your current notebook details your current objectives. Press to open it. I can't seem to see the other objectives, good chap. Like the E and Q are working, but the S and W are not. Alright,
A
so
warehouse
what's
on
this?
Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Fair. A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out a part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental fragility. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live on a recluse life. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Alright. And finally, what about this painting?
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
What did you find among these elements? Find out what about Warehouse 30 thing. Yeah, you know what? That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay. Where did Sarah Hawkins live?
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Okay. Unlocked answer. Ooh. So these things give me different things. Something's not right with the story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile.
Yeah.
I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Obviously. You shouldn't take this painting
meaning
lightly.
Could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death.
Alright.
And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
And what about this final option?
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Fair enough. Alright. Wait, why is this still lit
The
up?
sender's label mentions...
Huh, interesting. All of these are hidden art, but this one is not.
I
Alright.
think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire.
Yes.
Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Right.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case.
Fair?
I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Fair?
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Alright.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Sure.
I used to be an avid reader.
Let's try and find that book then. Learning of Medicine, Volume 1. A dense work aimed at the interns and young practitioners. This is the first volume, lists all illnesses in the known civilized world. And it's suitable stuff. Okay. That sounds useful. Medicine progression. View the character sheet. Oh, I just gained something to increase my medicine. Fair. So here we know about all of the people so far. Okay then. Now where's that book? Here we go.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century.
Huh.
But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Interesting. Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coasts of the Machinettes.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Fair.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Alright, well, let's have ourselves a drink before we go. This will affect your destiny. How the Christ does drinking a glass of whiskey affect my destiny? Ugh. I feel I shouldn't have done that. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. And before any of you even say in the comments, I know exactly what Darkwater is, okay? You don't even need to tell me in the comments. Alright, so... Alright, this music got good. What's going on? Alright, I'm guessing that's the boat taking us to Darkwater. Focus Home Interactive presents Call of Cthulhu. Hello there, Pierce. I still want to know how taking a cup of whiskey will affect my destiny. God damn it. A game by Cyanide Studio. Oh, that's a perfect name to describe the reaction we're probably going to have with ourselves.
We're almost there.
Alright. Good to know. Call of Cthulhu. It took me 30 minutes to get to the intro screen. Cilia. You mean like the sea monster? The Scylla. Good sign. Good sign. Alright then.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Alright.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Thank you.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
An investigation.
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
Really now?
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what?
What?
Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for
Really?
me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Okay.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alright. So, this is actually a lot more open-ended than I thought it might be, so we can go take our look at things. Secondary objectives. Go to the bar, talk to Bradley.
Please, move back. Let the police do their work.
What's going on here?
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
Huh.
You can't do that.
Do what?
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea.
No idea.
Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's
What are you
enough.
talking about?
Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
An omen?
Yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a
Yeah.
sign. There's something coming.
What's coming?
Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Ooh, I can do a medical on
They
it.
can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
What's this?
Forget it.
Medicine.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Alright.
There's something
Hello,
coming.
Bradley.
Same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Ask about Warehouse 36.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Alright.
And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself.
No.
Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
Why
You can't?
not?
Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand.
All
You're not
right,
sailors.
then.
It's a sign.
So he doesn't want to be part of this. Interesting. Hello?
You're already in trouble.
What's going on here?
Can we sort this out?
There's nothing for you here either.
There's
Beat
nothing
it.
to sort out.
Alright.
Some wanted to stir us up.
Fair enough. Well, I would go to the bar, but what's this say?
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Fair enough. Ooh, a lantern. Can I pick that up? No? Damn it. Alright, let's go see Fitzroy about these documents then. What's this over here?
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Huh. Okay. What's this?
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while.
Clearly.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Very interesting. Kind of shows...
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Huh. Interesting. Hello, Mr. Fitzroy.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Really now? They're on the table next to me. Here they are.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this hidden information hidden? Huh. Where'd he... Oh, he's there. I was about to say, where'd he go? Did he just disappear? Can't go up there. However, we can go here. Ooh, Learning the Medicine of Volume 2. The second volume teaches the ethics of good practice to medical staff. I'm now at 24%. What do we
This
have
man
around
and
here?
Fitzroy could be twins.
Photograph of Captain Fitzroy. In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the leg of the ship. He has a wooden leg. Huh. That doesn't lead to worries or anything, does it?
What a macabre souvenir.
I'm gonna guess that's the wooden leg. Alright then, so... What's in here? The toilet. Well, I guess that makes more sense than I figured it would. So...
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale.
Yeah.
Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Well... Tell me... Ask about
Your
the
manifests
documents.
have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why.
Really now?
I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I mean... What did Charles Hawkins really do for a living? You tell me. You know what? Let's ask that.
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners. And the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
What's the
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
Yes. Tell me about Darkwater.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I can tell. What would have killed it? Why are they putting it back into the sea?
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
Yeah?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
What would have killed
Killer
it?
whales don't have many
Yeah.
predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here.
No, they're
But,
not.
you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it
Am
a
I?
try.
Have you heard about the depths?
No.
Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Yep.
Indeed, you're right.
Well... What? This photograph looks strangely like you.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting
But?
resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
Really?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla.
Makes sense.
His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I mean, I already have, so... Who is Cat?
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
I mean...
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
What kind of
With any
protection?
success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Fair enough, then. What about the warehouse?
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Alright, that's good to know.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Charles? You underestimate me.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
Yep.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So
Thank
come
you,
back
Mr.
and see me
Fitzroy.
when you've got something new.
I'm sure I shall. I earned a character point. Well, you get character points really quite fast, don't you? The medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Oh, so I should have just put the fucking points into those two then. God damn it. Well, I guess I can upgrade my eloquence, just so it's upgraded. You know? Should have put all my points into those two. Would have made life a lot easier later.
The trouble.
What could have done so much damage?
You're not gonna let me try again, are you?
You're not
Nope.
sailors. It's a sign.
Who is this man up here? Hello?
Where do you think you're going?
What are the police doing here?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
The cop. The private investigator. What do you know about the Hawkins
What more
case?
can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
You're not giving
The
me a
whole
straight
mansion
look in
went
the
up in
eye when you
flames.
say that.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
How
What do
dangerous?
you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Good to know. Good to know. You know what? I might as well go to the bar, but considering I need... That was one of the objectives. Who are these two? You're new. Hello.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I
Why
told
not?
that flunky that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
Fair.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Huh. Fair enough, then. So I can go that way again, it looks like. Nice. Can't talk to you. Let's see who's in the bar. Interesting looking place. Nice music in the back. That's kind of rude.
Hey, be careful.
I love how you're just trying to start trouble right there. I'm gonna guess that's Cat.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Well, it wasn't me who went looking. Test of strength, test of eloquence. You know what? I'll go for the strength because that's got the highest success chance.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start.
Clearly.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Perfectly understandable. Do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night.
Ooh, what
Screams,
kind of noises?
that sort of thing.
Ooh.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it.
What kind of
But I'll
superstitions?
say no more. Anything else?
Why the stranded whale?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
Probably.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater.
Makes sense.
When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Probably.
But steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Yeah, makes sense. Find about the
What
Sarah
can you
Hawkins.
tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why.
What do you mean?
I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
That's understandable. Psychology. Yeah, we can try the psychology.
You
Yeah.
don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay.
Ooh, it worked.
I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
Who was a
She was
doctor?
sick.
I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Who was a doctor? It's not speaking ill if
Her
it's
vision.
true.
Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
That makes a lot of sense, actually. No prohibition
I didn't
around
expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
That, good sir, was more than enough information right there.
That'll be all for now.
Well then. Got a lot of information from that then.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We'd given up hope, the crew of the Scylla. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond that of a formidable toothed whales. The whales, the name of the species that whales come from, that is already being called the miraculous catch, covered the whole deck and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favourite newspaper or visit the docks. Special evening at the whaler. Yeah, I don't think that bit matters. Hello, you look important. What are you guys singing?
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
Clearly.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's
Which is
true.
all you can ask
It's a
for.
reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Huh. What is the song?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
New song,
I saw
then.
the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
What do you mean?
That catch saved our island.
Huh.
Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Alright then. Guess that kind of makes sense. What do you know about the Hawkins family?
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
An old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch.
Makes
You
sense.
shouldn't talk about the dead like that.
We're not speaking ill, we're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk.
I mean, that's not true.
You're speaking ill, you see.
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
Is it now? Okay.
I bid you farewell.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
I like how you emphasize that word. Interesting choice.
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
I thought you might be
Try
Cat.
again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
Clearly.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
Yep, you are definitely Cat. So I'm not going to say anything to you, and I'm going to speak to this man instead. Hello there, good chap.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Alright. That's interesting.
That's it.
What's it?
Maybe we should let him take it.
Take what?
No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Right. Is that all you have to say? Alright, well, you're odd. Hello, cat.
What you looking at, stranger?
Everyone knows about you. She can certainly put them away. Everyone knows about you.
Your men are simply thugs.
Where did he come from?
That's what I pay you for. Let me drink, stranger.
Fair. Alright, if you don't want to talk to me, I'm gonna go head out to that warehouse. Well, you know, I could investigate what's up here. You know? There might be something, like, in here. Ooh, interesting. Hello there.
You saw what happened with those sailors.
Yeah?
Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
You're not scared of their boss?
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends.
Yeah.
We're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's
But-
not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Okay. So that's good to know. We're gonna be a threat to her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know
Makes
more,
sense.
go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
I could just go walk in there and just be done with it. No, that's a stupid idea.
You're back again.
Indeed.
What can I do for you?
Well, the bootleggers have blocked access to the warehouses.
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Yeah? Alright. That sounds like a good idea then. We can get in via the sewers. That's good to know. So... Did you have anything else to say?
I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Alright, you just got nothing else to say. Fair enough. Who are you? Got nothing to say. This man also got nothing to say. Ooh, we can investigate these things. In other words, picklock them. Interesting. Huh. Let's give it a go. Oh my god, it worked.
There.
The game saved. Find hidden items. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in close proximity. Well, everyone, the game just saved, and I've been playing for over an hour now, so it looks like this is a good place to end today's episode. So, everyone, what can I say other than join me next time for more investigation on what happened in Darkwater? But, everyone, I'm afraid that until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.